Hey y'all, so I had to re-record what I'm gonna say really quick. I had put up a message yesterday and it ruffled some fucking feathers. I knew that this was probably gonna happen, but I like if I'm being totally transparent, I did not want to post that. But um, whatever whatever reason I think God wanted me to post it. Whenever God tell me to do something, speak on something, I'm learning that that's not debatable. I have to do it. Like, even if it may cost me um, followers, even if people may not agree. But sometimes like, depending upon the message, sometimes it is uncomfortable for me to, like, post something that may, I don't know, sometimes, like, I don't want to offend people. That's just me naturally. Like, I don't like to offend people, but um, I was called to post that yesterday. And so as soon as I posted, it did not take long. When I tell you, people started to show their ugly face. Like, they just started. It was two comments in particular to where I couldn't even leave the comments open long enough because of the particular comments that were made on this post. And it let me know, like, whenever you post the truth, people are just not going to like it, especially if they're still programmed to believe certain things and they haven't educated themselves outside of what was taught to them, what the school taught them, what their parents taught them, what society taught them, whatever religion they was raised up on. If they haven't gone outside of that programming or outside of those belief systems and they haven't enlightened themselves on other topics to get more of a full picture of life itself, the unknown, etc., then they're only gonna think one way. They're only gonna be one way. Um, so recently there was a skit that Druski did, the comedian, whatever, and it's of course gone viral. And I wasn't gonna really touch on this, but I feel like speaking on it because this guy is getting a lot of backlash. A lot of people are just coming at his neck based upon the skit itself. In this skit, he basically mimics mega pastors and pastors that are very successful. Um, you got pastors like Marvin Sapp, um, what is Jamal Bryant, and that's just a few of them. If like he was in this skit, he was basically mimicking what goes on every day. Like, this skit is not something, what he's portraying in this skit is not something that's new. Um, if you have a sense of humor, yes, you may find it funny. There are some that did not find it funny. And then there are others that felt like it was hilarious, but at the same time, it was truth. If you really dig, if you go beyond the comedy side of it, or whatever funny shit he's doing in the skit, and you really look at what the message is, like what he's revealing in this skit, it is the truth. What he's basically saying is a lot of y'all church folks and your preachers that you look up to be robbing y'all blind. And that's just what it is. And nowhere in the Bible does it ever say, give me tithes and offering and you'll make it to heaven. I'll give you the promised land if you give me the last $20 in your pocket or the last $100 in your bank account. It don't say no shit like that. Church has become a business, nothing more. And for a lot of people to have an issue with that skit that he did, just it just shows that he triggered something. He triggered people that's living a damn lie. And that's just what it is. There was bits and parts of even the message that I spoke on yesterday when I posted that channel download message last night. It speaks on that. God is not about you giving your tithes and offerings, and by you doing so, you're going to make it into heaven. Bullshit. That is straight up bullshit, and somebody created that bullshit to profit off of you. That's just what it is. And a lot of these mega pastors, they do this on a daily. A lot of them have homes, mansions, they're driving in Benzes, Maybachs. Meanwhile, the congregation, they're struggling. There was one pastor that told this woman to turn away because she only had a $1,200 check, but the goal, he wanted each person of his congregation to bring $2,000, I believe. So she said to him, hey, I'm going to work on that other 800. Sorry, but only 1,200 was what I could, come up with. Instead of him being receptive to the check and just, even though I feel like the shit is wrong, instead of him taking her money and just saying, you know what, thank you for giving this tithe and offering. We appreciate what you did, or at least give her a pat on the back and be encouraging to her. This man tells her, well, you only brought me $1,200. I don't care that you want to work on the $800. The goal was $2,000. You did not bring me $2,000. But you may be seated. We'll go ahead and take your $1,200. What kind of fucking weird ass, like, that is the most rambunctious, cold-hearted shit I've ever fucking heard. And then you embarrass the woman. Then this other pastor locked his doors because he was trying to raise $20,000 for his church, quote unquote. And he told his ushers to close the door, lock them, do not allow anyone to leave. And then everybody get out your checkbooks, or everybody go ahead and give what you have. We need to meet this $20,000 mark. What kind of insanity? Like, what? You can't tell me, just me saying that alone. Come on now. That shit is not about no mother. That ain't Jesus. Jesus stopped being a part of the church a long damn time ago. That's why a lot of these churches are being exposed, and a lot of y'all just don't want to face that concept. You don't want to face the truth because it breaks down the illusion. It fucks up that very illusion that has been given to you. And you can't make peace with it. So instead of you seeing this skit that Druski did for truth, you see it as, oh, he's mocking God. Oh, he's making fun of the church. No, he's telling the truth.
I do want you to know that
God is not about you giving him money. God is not about people riding in Rolls Royces and fucking Bentleys, and meanwhile they're getting the finances off of the backs of those who can barely survive. He not about that. God, you can't tell me that shit is godly, because it's not. That's honoring money. That's not honoring God. That's not divine. Fuck out of here. So I don't care, again, even if some of y'all that follow me, you're Christians, if you have an issue with what I just said, go ahead and make your exit. My love, no love lost, no tea, no shade, but I stand on what I said. Church is a business. A long, long time ago, it was not like that. And there are some good pastors still out here. However, Druski told the truth, and that's just what the fuck it is.